Hey, I'm hellorodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. Well, I've been doing some stuff called Rescue Remedy, which is a spray, like a Bach flower thing. It's pretty good, actually. I would think, and I don't know. I think it must work. I don't think it's a placebo kind of a vibe. That stuff, I believe it's more for like, oh, if you're feeling anxious or something like that, uncomfortable feeling, depression and that kind of stuff. I think it helps with that. So I went into Albuquerque today and went to see my buddy Roberto, and he had told me about that, so I got some later. But anyway, I saw him at his house. I went in the back, and it was early in the morning, and then him and a buddy of mine named Jim. I mean, these guys, okay, Roberto is 71. And no, yeah, he's 71, and Jim I think is 68 or 69, and I'm 62. So I mean, we're talking a pretty old group of guys here, okay? And Jim is a real interesting guy. He got polio back in 1940 something, before the Salk vaccine. So he has one really fucked up withered arm, and so that's a bad scene. He's got an arm that's just like limp, like one of those terrible things. But his legs and everything is okay. But he has one bad arm. And the guy, I've known him for a long time, and he used to plays music, right? And he plays a saxophone with one hand, and so he has to put the top keys. I think the top keys he puts rubber bands around or something. He only plays the bottom or something. But he's a good musician. I mean, he's very cool. He's a very cool guy. Knows a lot about jazz. Big jazz fan and everything, and also a soccer fan. And so it was good to see him. And they had some pot. They offered me pot. I said, "Nah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna smoke anything." And it was great to see the two of them. And I told and Jim was talking about, he's really likes music a lot, and I told him the story about what happened with me and this one guy. I'll tell you the story. And he mentioned this guy, and then later I told him the story about what happened. I was in New York one time, New York City, and this is way back, maybe in the 70s. I can't remember. Maybe in the 70s, or maybe, I don't know, way back. So New York City. On a Saturday, it can be kind of, I mean, it's not like desolate, but I mean, there can be places, where it's like you don't see anybody. And so I'm coming back from the Museum of Modern Art. I'm walking to the train station. And so I'm walking toward the Hilton Hotel. And I see this big limousine there, big white limousine. And I see a guy giving an autograph. And I go, I think I know that guy, So I walked over there, and he was giving the autograph, and it was the guy, and then the girl he was giving the autograph to, and then there was another guy standing there, and he was the chauffeur kind of guy. And I would go over to him, and I said, "Oh, is this? This is yeah." And so I had this big hat, African hat. You've seen it, okay? That's the one I have now, but I had one previous that I wore for like 20 years. And I had that thing on, and I got behind this guy and did the best imitation I could do, Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I was going nuts, man. It was just so awesome because this is the guy, right? James Brown, standing right there in front of me. Guy's that fucking tall. He's little, man. His hair was all like that, man. He had on a suit. He was cool, man. But I was doing the best James Brown I could do right behind him, And so he, as soon as he finished giving the autograph, I said to him, "Hey, how does it feel to be James Brown and everybody wants your autograph?" And he didn't say it. He sung it. I feel good. When he said that, man, I just hit the guy in the back, man, and just walked off. I mean, what am I going to do after that? I just I just walked off. And it was really nice. He really enjoyed that story because he's a big fan of James Brown. He saw James Brown in St. Louis. He's a white guy, an old guy. And he said there were probably like 6 white people in that concert where he saw James Brown. I think it was in East St. Louis, Illinois or something. And it was awesome. It was awesome. I don't know why I told that story, but I did. Let me see what else is going on. But Roberto and I, we walked around as soon as Jimbo left. We walked around and we went for a long walk up to the store and bought that stuff, that rescue remedy, and then we came back. What else did we do? Oh, we came back. That's right. And then we decided we would go to the university, which is across the street from basically, it's just about a block or so away from my friend's house, the university. So we went over to the university and we went to the art gallery. And I'm looking for something right now. It's a card. I don't know if I brought it in or not. Doggone. The person's name might be Sloan, S-L-O-A-N, I'm not sure. It's a person that did this really beautiful thing. It's basically a videotape of a kaleidoscope. But it's put on a projected on this floating, it looks like a floating glass disc that's maybe 4 feet across, like sandblasted, and this kaleidoscope is projected on it, and it's like, doing its thing, changing. It was freaking beautiful. What a good show that was. It's an awesome show. We went to see that, and then I went in, before we did that, I went in, I had to get something to eat, man, so I got some Chinese food. Pretty good Chinese. And matter of fact, I just finished having I ate about half of it at the restaurant and then brought the rest of it home and just finished it off a while ago. But it was good. That was good. But I feel pretty good. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. Yesterday I felt really bad. I mean really bad. And I felt good enough to start. When I got home, I was kind of tired. I'm still kind of tired. It's 10:02. So I'll be going to bed. I took 2 of those sleeping pills. So hopefully I'll sleep all the way through the night. And then I get out of bed and feel good tomorrow. And then I'm going to start working on my floor and getting all the dishes ready and doing all that. My brother's coming on the 26th. And on the 25th, there's a guy coming over to help me. And we're going to do that thing that the last time he came, probably... Well, he'll help me do a lot of stuff. Take a bunch of trash away and all kinds of stuff like that. And then come in and help me do the interior and get everything ready for my brother's visit. Because, it'd be nice. My brother and I, we got to freaking talk, Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I wonder if rescue remedy would work better if I squirt it in my eye. Psh, ah. Oh, that hurts. That hurts when I sprayed it in my eye like that. Oh, look at that. You can't fake that.